This is the Lenovo Flex 1470. I purchased it a little under a year ago and I've used it as my own personal computer ever since. Without further ado, let's get into the specs of the laptop. This laptop comes equipped with 8GB of DDR4 RAM, an 8th gen Intel i5 processor, Intel UHD 640 integrated graphics, a 256GB SSD, and features 10.5 hours of battery life, according to the manufacturer, of course. The computer has two USB ports, a USB Type-C port, HDMI port, SD card slot, a headphone jack, and of course a plug to charge the laptop. With that out of the way, let's move into the features of the laptop. The first thing is that the Lenovo Flex can indeed flex, which means that the screen is able to rotate around. The laptop also has a fingerprint scanner and is touchscreen and comes with a pen that can be used to avoid fingerprint marks on the screen and give more precise drawing. Speaking of the screen, it has a 920 by 1080 screen and it looks okay. It's nothing to write home about, but it certainly is not bad. The laptop has Windows 10 and is about as standard as you can expect. So what do I like about this system? Well, the first thing I like is definitely the speed, which is good for everyday tasks like browsing the web and streaming videos, and even playing more lightweight games on high settings. Games like Civ run great. FPS games seem to run okay, but the mileage varies depending on the game. If you turn down the settings on the game, then you should be able to squeeze at least 30 frames per second out of most games, at least from my own experience. I like the keyboard. It has a good feel and gives a satisfying click when typing if that's something you care about, and even after a year the computer still feels just as fast as the day I opened the box. As far as the things I don't like, about 6 months into owning the system I had an issue with the screen where it started flickering anytime I opened the laptop. Thankfully, Lenovo has a good warranty system in place where I was able to take it to a Micro Center store and have it fixed at no cost to me. In my experience, the battery seems to last closer to around 5 hours instead of the advertised 10.5, and I'm guessing that's because of the battery saving mode that you can turn on, which restricts power and dims the screen significantly. I'm also not a fan of how loud the fan is. It seems to be constantly on and it's pretty loud, but to be honest, it doesn't make too much of a difference to me personally. Now, how do I rate and do I recommend this laptop? Well, I would give this laptop a solid 7 out of 10. It handles everything I need my laptop to do pretty well, and it's not particularly bad at anything. If you need a general purpose laptop, then you'll be happy with this device.